Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Smartest Dumb People, and we are back. I got my man's TV, Mr. Shabazz himself. I'm Anthony That Dude Johnson. Our co-host, LV the Great. LV the Great. He has some business ventures he had to take care of. He'll be back next week. We back. What can I say? It's been a long 2 weeks.
Man,
I miss you, bro. Welcome back. It's just me and TB's opinion tonight, but we're going to chime in more with the fans tonight because we're missing LV the Great. See, LV the Great really take up 45 minutes anyway. So, LV the Great really take up 45 minutes anyway. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to focus on the fans' opinion as we discuss the issues with these rappers that passed recently. And it's not necessarily specifically about them. The real conversation that we're having today is life imitating art. In my opinion, me and TV have two different opinions because TV, he's spiritual with it. So he definitely got a different opinion than me. I'm very bland with my shit. That's why I'm one of the smartest, dumbest people on the show because I just keep it bland. So anyway, TV, this is how I'm going to say it. Like, with me and the King Von and the Pop Smokes and the Mo 3, it's sad to see all of these men die. R.I.P. to them. But with the Mo 3 situation, I felt like Mo 3, I felt like he put himself in that situation. Like, to me, when you get a certain type of money, which he was touching that type of money.
Yeah, he was.
Omaha, I love y'all to death. Listen, I'm from Omaha. I'm not born here, but I was raised here. And I'm telling y'all, the minute I get that bag, you're never going to see me at Walmart on Ames ever again.
right.
You might see me in Florida, you dig, but you won't. I just feel like a lot of these rappers try to live up to the image that they tough. Right. And like I said, I have these conversations with people all the time, and I'm going to start off by saying, like, I said to somebody one day, I said, I let my pride go, right? And as a black man that's from the hood, we tend to try to prove people, you ain't going to punk me, you ain't going to. Right. I posted a little comedy skit today, and it was a joke about the younger me versus the older me.
Right.
The older me is just more smart, just wise enough to realize, like, I could die at any time. Just argue with a motherfucker.
Right.
So I don't even do that no more. So I couldn't imagine being a rapper, which I'm speaking on Mo 3, that's talking about other men being shot, murdered by your homeboys, and still being able to walk around Dallas like these motherfuckers won't come find you.
Right.
So I just don't understand the angle in a rapper that's talking about cats from his city and being able to be caught in his. If I talk about Omaha niggas in a rap song and I'm the hottest rapper in the streets, I'm not dead in Omaha. I'm just saying, there's no good that can come from what happened to Mo.
Right.
And I feel like with Mo 3, he's the prime example of pride.
Right.
He kept posting on social media how much money he got, how good he doing. He's sitting around bosses, and he's still in the same city with a bunch of niggas that's been trying to kill you your whole life.
Yeah.
And then when he get murdered, it's a shock to people.
Right.
To me personally, I don't think it's a shock at all. I felt like it should be expected for somebody that's talking like that and still living in the same area. What's your opinion on the TV?
I feel the same way. Ain't no way, man. It's one thing to have a short life expectancy in the streets, but to have a short life expectancy once you made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These rappers is getting in the game, man, and y'all dying once y'all get in the game. I mean, like, y'all made it. You know what I'm saying?
I like what you when we was talking before this, I like what you were saying about these niggas is really real. I think 50 Cent said that too today on the
Because he one that's really real.
Yeah, he like man, no. Yeah. The industry always been fake. But the problem is now you got a lot of niggas that's real that will really kill you. And you said something like that today.
Around them. Yeah. There's a lot of real killers in the game. There's a lot of real killers that's actually rapping right now. And like with the Mo 3 situation, you know, you got your homies out there and you know what I'm saying, they murking niggas and you getting on live and you laughing about it and all that type of shit, man. That shit ain't cool. And it came back to bite him in the ass. And it's a sad story.
Shout out to The smartest dumb people, when you'll see those comments, that's actually LV the Great himself. He's still in the party. He's showing his support because he couldn't show up for his boys, but he's still in the
LV.
comments. Shout out to LV. LV said it takes a lot to pay for
Don?
security.
What up, Trey?
I don't
What up,
feel
Lester?
like I feel like your homeboys could be security. Like I told my son, you have to pay, you have to feed your wolves. So if you get in the bag and you got homeboys, we all got homeboys that did some evil shit. So if I become a famous person, I'm just gonna allow them to continue to like Jim Jones. I'm telling you, Jim Jones said it best. He was like, when it came to Cam was the pot of gold. Cam was the money maker.
Right.
At all costs, we have to protect him.
Right.
And he was crying and some other shit. And I loved it because that's real. That's real shit. Like when you are the bag and you're feeding my family. And this is like I said, I speak on mob mentality. I've always had it. If I had a boss and my boss was feeding my family to where I didn't have to work for another motherfucker, but I got to work for my homeboy. I think that I'm ready to die at all costs for my homeboys, a la King Von. Like,
right.
Like you don't let the cash cow, and it's not that you're treating him as if he's the cash cow, but he's feeding your family.
He's a cash cow.
Yeah, at all costs.
Man,
now King Von, we watched that video. Me, you, and LV watched that video of him giving everybody in his circle $100K. He was handing niggas $20,000, $10,000,
right.
And he died.
It's over.
And now y'all was flashing money, and don't come for me, Chicago. I'm just saying that
real.
In those situations when this man is feeding y'all like that, he's feeding y'all with purpose. He's feeding y'all to make sure he stays protected.
Right.
And they failed miserably. And like I said, I could say the thing from 03, and then they say, oh, he was at a chick house and got caught slipping.
Yeah, that's what Ronald
somebody said.
Mo 3 got set up by a woman. It don't matter. Like, he shouldn't be putting himself in that situation, man. Once you got the bag, man, you should be moving a whole different way. I ain't know I just jumped in some chick car and she could take me to some random place and get me fucked off. That's not about to happen.
Look at Boosie.
You about to come sit in this damn mansion or this condo or whatever. You about to be around me and my niggas. No, I'm not jumping in with you going nowhere. You gonna be with us.
Look at
we
Boosie.
Always gonna be.
Boosie is living proof of and he was found. I do my LV impression real quick. He was found not guilty. He was acquitted. But at the end of the day, we know the truth.
What up, crazy?
We know the truth behind Lil Boosie.
Right.
He had some niggas on his team that didn't play that shit. And when the smoke happened and when the smoke cleared, he got in trouble. But he still beat the charge. Why? Because real niggas don't say shit. Nobody said nothing. Everybody beat the case. So at the end of the day, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with having your circle tight enough to where if me, LV, and Tory, we become famous or whatever the case may be. I know his family. Like, I know TV's people. He should have his people that will knock your fucking head off with him at all times. He don't need security. Why pay security when I can pay my family or my friends or people that I've been around my whole life that was protecting me anyway? Because that's all the hood is. Right. All the hood is guaranteed protection within this circle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So why not pay your hood, which I said, feed your wolves. Why not pay your hood to make sure you straight, which King Von did. He still died, so we got to get rid of that theory right away.
That's that bullshit.
That's
that
bullshit.
All that motherfucking money he gave him, and
man,
when you watch the video, it's 30 niggas behind this nigga, and this nigga just walk up on this nigga, hit this nigga a couple times, and get popped. 19 seconds. 19 seconds it took him to make that decision, go over there and get popped with all them niggas behind him that should have stopped him. Should have, you know what I'm saying? It just should have went down way different. And it ain't no way that if you the cash cow and you see a nigga that you don't like and you going over there, I'm gonna grab you. No, dude, get back. Hold on, get back. I got him. I go over there and say something to him or whatever, but you ain't about to go nowhere though. You feel what I'm saying? Or you gonna be in the back. At least it's not about to go down like that. And when I look at the situation, man, it's just sad. It happens so fast. Because I watched a couple videos on the shit, so whatever King Von was on, he told his people, man, look, they were supposed to be going to a whole different spot. Called them, managing them, look, meet me over here. They like, shit, That wasn't the plan. But they said he was acting so erratic. Okay, boom. So when you get in there and he acting erratic, you supposed to already be on him like, hold on, calm down. You got too much to lose. Woo woo. And even if he do start to go, we got to push him to the back.
You got too much to lose.
You see what I'm saying?
In
Like,
general.
And
it works in every aspect of getting money. And what I mean by that is, look at LeBron. Do you think LeBron James? Do you think LeBron James has never been in trouble by luck? No, he's the cash cow.
Right. Right.
You're never going to be put in a situation when you're the cash cow. You're never supposed to be put in a situation to where you're susceptible to police or the hood. Period.
Right.
Or even women that can hit you with the sexual assault charges. Or that's you got to have your team got to be tight. And I felt like with King Von, his team wasn't tight. Mo3, listen, Mo3, you walking around with $100,000 worth of jewelry on. You should never be alone. I don't give a fuck if I'm fucking with a broad and listen, I got a nigga sleeping
That's
in
a bag right
truck.
there for somebody, just the jewelry.
I got a nigga in the truck with 2 AK-47s
ready to go.
Nigga, listen, and they all legal. So you gonna wait? I'm gonna go fuck with her for a minute. I'll meet you. And it ain't gonna be one nigga. It's gonna be multiple niggas. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand when you get that type of money. But again, this leads back to us being. And I say this is my slogan on the show. We are mentally sick. Okay, I'm going to break it down. There's no way humanly possible a man worth $1 million and probably had jury on that day.
They robbed him.
But that was definitely a hit, though.
King Von?
No, King Von was fighting his op.
They robbed him when he died. They took all this shit, went in his pockets, took his jewelry and everything.
And probably had 30K on him, all that shit.
Come on.
Man,
they took all this shit off of him, man. That's why I don't even know what to think about the whole thing. Man, like I said, man, it's one thing to have a short life expectancy when you're in the streets. But when you make it, you should not have to have that same life expectancy because you live in the same way. You got to switch it up a little bit, man. It's entertainment. But it's a lot of, we were talking about this earlier, there's a lot of real niggas in the game right now. I don't even like using that term.
I don't either.
It's a lot of real niggas in the game right now. It's like a lot of real down street niggas that's in this rap game right now. And they beefing for real. And like I said, the way that shit went down, it's just, it didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense, man. And then King Von went to crashing on that nigga. Don't get me wrong.
King Von was whooping him. They said King Von was about that smoke too.
Yeah, no,
they said he'll fight a nigga. They said he'll fight a nigga in a heartbeat.
And so right in the hood where niggas do not want to be there. I seen Nino. What's that nigga? Nino Brown. Mm-hmm. He went up in their hood because he been trying to go to hood and trying to get niggas and some of the realest hoods in I ain't talking about just. We got some hoods here.
You like Nino Brown? You like Nino Brown? What's your opinion on Nino Brown?
I haven't even really ever heard it. I just listened to his interviews and he talk real shit.
No, he talk real
That's
shit.
what I like about it.
He talk real shit. But this will make you lose so much respect for him. I'm about to give you a video.
I don't know him.
I'm about to give you a video
that
you would lose so much respect for this nigga. He's the definition of a black man that's being the culture vulture of the hood. Never lived in the hood, never did nothing in the hood.
Oh, right?
This nigga literally got beat up on camera by a nigga just punching him in his house, and he was begging the nigga to leave him alone. Listen, mark my words. I'm 40 years old. The day a nigga whooped me to the point where I'm begging him to stop, I'm going to jail for murder.
Right.
I'm too old. I'm too old, and I know I have enough empathy to understand anybody, and I would avoid confrontation. But when a nigga just whooping on you,
no.
It's not gonna happen.
In your own shit.
In your own shit. And he was
just won't stop it.
You watch that video, you will lose so much respect because he be speaking real shit. And you be like, I think he really. No, that nigga's a cornball. He just, you niggas gotta stop thinking. He do, but he talking. But
I don't know him like that. Like I say, I don't even really.
You watch this video, you're like, nah, ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no fucking way. You can be a real nigga till it's time to be a real nigga. Nah, you gonna see that shit.
Talking that shit.
He do, because everything.
Go ahead.
Let's get the
comments. Go ahead. Let me see. Sis said, jealous and envy is killing these young men. I don't understand how you can be so jealous of someone you are willing to take their life and ruin your own. LV said everybody can get touched. Lester said bring. Hold on.
He said Bronny. That's what Bronny.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about Bronny.
Bronny uplift his team as guys is just as important in moving different crowds, right? Brandy said, but nobody is completely untouchable if they get comfy. Now, don't get me wrong. I guess you ain't even got to be comfy. Pop Smoke was up in the hills, like LV said earlier. He was up in the hills. They came up there. Don't get me wrong. When you got the bag, motherfuckers is coming. So I ain't saying that.
You know how they caught Pop Smoke? Because he posted a picture and it's something that had the address where he was. That's where they knew his location.
I mean,
but
that's just an honest mistake, though.
Don't get me wrong, mistakes can happen. I can go outside today and argue with a man in the parking lot, not realizing he's looking for somebody to kill anyway. Mistakes can happen.
Right.
The problem is, at all costs, and like I said, I'm 40 years old. I'll be 40 years old next month. I literally try to avoid confrontation at all costs.
Right.
Because, and I, like I said, I posted a video today, but the video was really me. Like when I was young, I wanted to die. This is where it gets sick. This is why I say we are mentally sick. The only way to fix it is by saying I'm fucked up mentally. Like the only way to mental health being better is knowing you're fucked up mentally.
Right.
And when I was young, I wanted to commit suicide because I felt like my parents wasn't there for me. And then it turned into I was in the streets. Then it turned into I was selling drugs. Then it turned into I was with my hood, and I was ready to die for that. Right. And at the end of the day, I really didn't want to die. I just had nothing to live for.
Right.
And then I had my kids, and it gave me my daughter. When I look at my daughter, I'm not getting all sappy, but when I look at my daughter's eyes, that's the first thing that I care about when it comes to arguing with these niggas.
Right.
Period. Like listen, dog. You are right. You are knock my bitch ass out. No, I ain't gonna go that far. I'm just saying, like, I don't have a problem with swallowing my pride because pride only get niggas killed. And I'm past that stage. Like I'm past that stage because what happens is you tend to live in the moment and think that, like, dog, I got a future, man. I'm trying to see my grandkids, bro. I'm 40 years old.
Right.
I want to do everything. Like I said, I was ready, and I don't say commit suicide like it was even close to happening. It was just like I had nothing to live for.
Right.
And when you don't have nothing to live for, you broke, you down bad, you ready to kill a nigga. And a lot of these kids that's killing people, they ain't got no money, they ain't got no job,
nothing.
All they got is a pistol,
nothing.
With 17 clips.
The dude that shot Pop Smoke, man, he done did a live in jail. I don't know how he got we know they get phones in there, but I don't know how he even got out the mob to be a trustee with the mop. Mopping some area by himself. He got the phone on, he got it on live, and this nigga sitting there rubbing his waves and shit, licking his lips, and he act like this the thing to do, and it's just like, nigga, you really think you got a notch up under your belt, and that's all it was about. But go ahead.
Let's ask LV the Great.
LV.
What do you mean by LV? This is a question for you, bro. What do you mean by there are power in words that we not understand? Can you say that? Like, can you break it down for us?
Unpack that. Unpack that for us, man. Unpack that for us, broski.
Let me unpack.
Let me unpack that.
I want to see what he got to say, man.
Sis said people with money should invest in
Period.
security.
I agree with my sister.
All day.
Period.
All day, every day.
You're exactly right, sis. Take it.
Lester said invest in your area the right way and help more than they self and his.
So he's saying that Mo 3 died. I'm gonna break down what I think Les saying. So Les, you're saying, Les, this is to Les, LV the Great's brother. So Les, you're saying that he wasn't invested in the community, and that's another thing. You're right. If you're not giving back to the community with the bread you're receiving, you can't go back to that community and think they rocking with you. These niggas is starving. Matter of fact, they want to take from you.
Damn right. They want to do that anyway, depending on what you got going on around you. Good.
Yeah, we just gonna keep reading the questions. Investing area. We answering questions, man. We ain't got y'all gotta understand. When LV not being here, we're missing 45 minutes of content.
Right. All right, here we go.
All right, let's see.
Words have meanings, and other people know these words bring on ownership for that energy.
Break down your energy theory.
Well, man, I will say this. You're right about that. Like, see, I'm a little bit older. I'm 43. So when I look at this shit, I look at something that you was just talking about. That I was on the frequency on 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they on that frequency. And when they speaking them words and they living like that, like Sis was just saying, people with money should invest in security. But them niggas don't think they need no security.
They really think they about it.
Literally.
I mean, they about
they
it.
feel
But
like that's an insult to them. I'm real. I got in the game by being real. My lyrics are real. So I'm living this whole real thing. Like, nigga, I still keep the burner on me, nigga. I don't give a fuck if I got 100,000 on me, nigga. I wish one of you niggas would come anywhere near this, nigga. We'll tear you up. You know what I mean? And it's just the wrong type of attitude to have in entertainment. You know what I mean?
I feel like Jay-Z is the epitome.
What's up, Jessica?
I feel like Jay-Z is the epitome of a rap star, an icon, a legend. I promise you, Jay-Z was to go back to Marcy Projects, he's gonna have Secret Service with him.
Yeah, you damn right.
Even before he became a billionaire.
Damn right.
Like I feel like he was so smart, like strategically how he moved. And like I said, a lot of these cats. We just watched the shout out to the Hot Box. We watched Mike Tyson's podcast, and he was talking about
Mike Tyson bulldog the shit
Dog,
out of motherfuckers. I let that man off the leash, but
I love that. I love that
He's
show.
bullying
Man.
everybody right now.
I love that
Go
show.
ahead, go ahead.
But he's telling Mo3 and Lil Bootsy like y'all sick and y'all know it.
Mm-hmm.
You cared so, and I'm saying we gotta probably check it out by ourselves too.
I seen a little bit of
All
it.
right, so he was telling Mo3 and Lil Bootsy
Right.
like you care more about being hood and being like ain't nobody gonna do shit to me.
Right.
And then a week later you get popped.
You get popped.
But
Like
Mo3 was
Bootsy just got shot in the
smiling.
leg.
Mo3 was smiling when I felt like he was smiling because Mike Tyson was right. He was like, it wasn't a disrespectful smile. It was like,
No, I seen him.
you're right. And he was like,
He was
damn,
kinda
man.
in awe at the
Yeah,
same
he
time.
was. He was
Yeah.
like, and he was like, but like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm at one point in time, I wouldn't get in an argument without consequences behind those arguments.
Right.
Now, I don't. Long as you don't punch me in the face, we're good.
Right.
Come on, man. I had a woman for
Right.
23 years. They used to cuss me out. A motherfucker can't say nothing that's gonna hurt my feelings
Right.
that a motherfucker I was with for 23 years said to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so at this point, like I told you, I was trained, and I don't mean it in a bad way. It was just training me patience.
Right.
It was just teaching me how to be patient and realize everybody ain't on the same frequency as you.
Got that right.
And at that point, when like my shout out to LV the Great, LV the Great gave me a good words to use. He say, check niggas' temperature.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Right.
I'm gonna check your.
Right.
I don't even want to be around a nigga that has a fever. And I'll be that sarcastic.
Right.
I don't want to be around no dude
Motherfucker
with
burning up.
Yeah, like he's ready to fight.
That nigga burning up. That nigga ready to go, nigga.
I don't want to be around no nigga that has a fever, and I don't mean coronavirus. I mean
Right.
he just ain't feeling the vibe, man. And like I said, there's been times where I wanted to punch a nigga. One time, I'll never forget. I was at the club with Leland. I wanted to punch a nigga. I'm like, and I was drunk. I was already mad at the little nigga because he know who he is. I was gonna slap the shit out of him. And then Leland was like, we ain't doing that. And he grabbed me and he was like, we leaving.
Right.
And you gotta understand, Leland's damn near twice my size, especially.
Three stupid.
That nigga's
LB
stupid.
dumb stupid.
LB the Great.
Trey said, good luck. Yeah, niggas, you don't know what these niggas is
Yeah.
on, man. You don't know what, man. Nigga might be trying to catch them a body.
Is y'all gonna give us some comments to
Man,
read
can we get some
unpack?
questions
Can we?
or some shit? Y'all see we trying to rock this
Oh,
thing.
no,
We
this
got
is-
our motherfucking one of our
this-
superstars.
Yeah, we ain't even got the third wheel here. Which, I mean,
He in the chat with y'all.
the big three ain't. The big three is just Wade and LeBron. Chris Bosh. You're like, why I gotta be Chris Bosh? Why I gotta be Chris Bosh? I promise you, that's what he gonna say.
Shit.
LV, come on, man. Give us something.
Yeah,
let
man.
let us
Shit
unpack
Shit
it.
is crazy, man. Because it's one thing that the entertainment game is entertainment, and you promoting a destructive lifestyle. We understand that, you know what I'm saying. But this shit done went too far, man.
It's getting too far.
It's gone too far. It's gone too far when you done lost damn near 4 rappers in 2 weeks.
4 great rappers.
You know what I'm saying? Literally.
Great rappers. Like people that had stories to tell and
Right.
still had
Right.
a legacy. Look, man,
cut short.
Mo 3 is about to be worth some bread. Like, I hate when they reach the pinnacle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, Mo 3 was somebody that was going to become another Kevin Gates. Like, Kevin Gates I feel like Kevin Gates at his pinnacle.
He up there.
And, like, he don't have to ever put out another great song, but his history of music is so in depth, we're going to listen to him.
Right.
Mo 3 was on his way to that.
Right.
Rod Wave, I don't know why I said Rod Wave. I've been drinking a little bit, but Rod Wave is trash. I was about to say he'll never
I don't know
be
who that is.
Rod Wave, the hard on nice. I know how to be singing, but the nigga that sing hard on nice.
I don't know, man. I don't know how to unpack it, LV. Shit. All I'm saying is,
tell
man,
LV to
this
call.
motherfucking energy out here, man. This energy is crazy, man.
Tell
It's
LV to
chaotic.
call, and we'll put him on
call
speaker.
him in.
LV, call TV. We'll put you on speaker. LV, call TV. We'll put you on speaker because I want to hear what you got to say live.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm mad you ain't here.
Yeah, you know that nigga know how to get the motherfucking party started.
He said beef on the show. This nigga true. Man, you trolling.
Jessica said she missed the rapper's portion of life. I know that's right.
She missed the rapper. I don't know what that means.
Niggas laugh, not loud, ride Mo 3. Yeah, man.
LV, call. Call so we can let you unpack it. We about to put you on
streets
speaker.
to that entertainment, man. You got them Chicago niggas that's motherfucking pouring into the game right now, and now they moving down to Atlanta, and shit, them Atlanta niggas don't know what the fuck they hit the city right now. Here you go. The El Vizzo.
Just put on speaker and put it up to the mic.
Got him. Hold on, just there you go. You live, my nigga.
LV the Great.
What it do? Man, I don't know where you going with this thing.
This is the co-host of the Smartest Gun People. He couldn't make it. He's here now. LV, what you got to say?
Well, I got a few things to touch on.
Okay.
Man, we'll touch on them.
So, we go back to the whole shooting of the rapper.
You want a shot?
Now, the thing is that sometimes people are who they actually say they is.
Right.
Not fake rapping.
Right.
And so, and then for them to turn off that switch because they begin to
Think so.
get money
Yeah.
and want to do stuff.
That's right.
Now, it may be easy for, like I be telling niggas when I be talking about it. There's sometimes you got street niggas that happen to rap, and sometimes you got regular niggas that happen to rap street shit.
Right.
It's two
Right.
different things. So when you have a street nigga that happens to rap, that switch of, oh, I'm comfortable now, doesn't turn him off. But a nigga like me, and I just have a regular nigga that happens to rap street shit that I see in my environment, but I actually don't participate in it, and I get some money off of it, yeah, it'd be easy for me to go to the hills and be like, you know, I'm cool here.
Right.
Take Tekashi 6ix9ine, for example. was just a regular nigga that was rapping the street.
Right. Right.
And then when this situation turned street,
Paid for a hood.
he paid. That's paid for protection.
Yeah, he paid the hood to kick it with him. Right.
He paid. The niggas came and kidnapped him.
Right. Right. That's exactly what they did.
When he didn't pay
Right.
up, when he didn't pay up what they thought that he should, the niggas went, kidnapped him, took him to his house, buried him dead.
Right. Right. They say he so the fuck
That's
did.
what you do when you pay for protection. Now, King Bob, do he seem like a street nigga? Yeah. Is he actually? I don't know. But they can't protect somebody that's leading the charge. You can't hop out and you got 30 niggas around you, and then you rush a dude and there's 30 niggas around him. The other guy, one of the homeboys didn't even have time to assess the situation.
Right.
All he see is his brother surrounded by 30 niggas. He's supposed to shoot.
And getting socked up. Right.
He's supposed to shoot.
Right.
And so, when we get to unpacking this, it always brings back a negative connotation that always ties to that everything is just one particular situation.
Right. Right.
And I don't think that it's black and gray like that.
Right.
What look like money to us ain't money. That's like, people always say, Floyd Mayweather is rich to non-rich people. But if you got motherfuckers like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, all of these other motherfuckers, Floyd Mayweather ain't rich.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And on top of Floyd Mayweather not being rich, according to them, you don't see them riding around with a convoy of bodybuilders. And so, and then they make, like, Sis was like that like niggas is killing niggas over jealousy. Some of these people are actually from the streets that just happen to rap. And they get
Right. No, that's what I was saying earlier. These niggas ain't playing now, man. They in the game. These niggas is in the game right now.
And the niggas that not, you can tell. You can tell the niggas like Drake.
Right.
That shit I'm talking about street shit, but he ain't in the street.
Don't know nothing about no streets.
Yeah, you won't hear that type of shit going on with Drake. But even with 50.
What about Lil Wayne? Shit, you can say Lil Wayne.
Come on, man. Lil Wayne don't be doing shit.
No,
man.
50 for real.
I feel like 50 for real too.
50 for real.
50 for real.
He had the BET Awards, whooping on niggas.
Yeah, that nigga constantly.
He had the BET
Man.
Awards, watching niggas. You know what I'm saying? He's hitting up.
That would be his opinion.
Get niggas watched on stage.
Right.
And so that art mentality for 50 won't leave no matter if this nigga's a millionaire or not. And so that part I feel like that we be missing when we just say all this shit is harmless. No, some of this shit is necessary. Some of this shit is what goes on when you're actually in the street. And that's my point on that. So to go back in and work because
This is 45 minutes.
Yeah, right. Let him get all this motherfucker. Let him get all this food. Let that nigga eat.
We dropping drastically. Like
I'm trying to get TV to unpack how the words that are used not only in law, but in our environment has meaning to them.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't really go into depth in the word, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't. If I didn't hear your voice, I couldn't really know where you was coming from.
Right. My spelling ain't that good. My spelling ain't that good.
You ain't spelled nothing wrong, nigga. Cut it out.
So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's important that we unpack that. And so, words is how the laws is written.
Right.
Words is how contracts is written.
Nigga.
Words is everything.
The word is how we came into existence, man, according to the Bible shit.
According to the word. So the word and words that we use have meaning to them.
Most definitely.
There, and it brings an energy. And not only energy, it brings ownership.
Right.
And other motherfuckers know that. We don't know that. We think a word is just a word. And we speak Ebonics. We'll take ownership of that. We created our own language. And that these motherfuckers will win and put a label on the language that we speak. And they call it Ebonics. They don't even call it English.
Right.
But we'll take ownership of those words. And I just don't feel like that everybody understands the ownership of words as an energy, as the law, as it applies to us, and how we move and how we exist on this earth.
Keep going in.
Yeah, he is, ain't he? That boy, hey, boy. God damn it. I know you had some motherfucking issues, but shit, nigga, you sound like you right across the motherfucking table right now, god damn it.
Oh man, I was coming through the phone.
You coming through that motherfucker. Yeah, man, you right about it, man, because this energy that these niggas is on, man, and these niggas that's heading this rap game right now, man, they carrying a lot of niggas, man. They carrying a lot of energy. And it's a whole different world. Like I say, me being 43 years old, I didn't try to take my way. So ever since I had like he was talking about with his daughter. Ever since I had my daughter when I was 21, I was headed away from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm so far away from that now, really not. All I do is drive down to the hood, but I try to stay at home and just work, get money, you know what I'm saying, pay my bills, but I try to stay out of that frequency. And then I try not to even watch this shit on the news, but when I get back down in that neighborhood,
it just bring up that.
Man,
I'm telling you, that's why I don't go to. That's why I don't want nothing to do with the old neighborhood I came from, because it just like now, like it just it's like this energy.
It come right back to you.
It's just
niggas
energy,
start
like,
dapping you, niggas start seeing you up, beating
like,
you up, nigga.
yeah.
And that energy just come to you, and you already know you're an older G in the hood, so you feel a responsibility and the respect for it. Shit, let your ass motherfucker pop a bottle or something. You be there right on the curb with them like it was 98.
Hey, LB, we gotta let you go, bro. We about to cut the show short today anyway because you ain't here. Cause we spoke on what we can speak on.
But what you got? Unpack something else then. Unpack something else for us, LV.
This nigga is nuts.
The nigga Eli said, black men are not together. We still killing each other and turn our heads the other way. Now, I can agree with that, but everything ain't community based. There's some individual incidents that don't have nothing to do with the community. But then when we say, listen to me, and I agree with it, but to me, when we get to say those things, I feel like that we get on code with the other
He
side.
turned it into here.
And they want us to get on code with that. They want us to say, well, we turn our head up, we don't care. We can't address everything. You know what I'm saying? As a community,